Hello everybody and welcome to the 2019 Essex Open Frisbee Disc Championships presented by Discraft player meeting. This is the player meeting. You can review this over and over. I think it's a good idea and it hopefully will make the players meeting much faster Saturday morning. Let's go over a few things. You should bring your bag that you're playing with to the players meeting Saturday morning. There will be some giveaways based on what's in people's bags. Mostly Discraft, but other brands too. As you know, I'm moving away, and so I've got some collectors and I've got some other stuff, and I'd like to give them away instead of just, shipping them back home. And so bring your players' bags. Check-in Saturday starts at 8 a.m. Players meeting starts at 8:30. And we're going to try and tee off about 9:15. So the earlier you get there, the better pick of discs you get for your Discraft disc for the Essex Open. You got a Cardwell's Great Stamp here. And 14 of us got t-shirts. So anyways, I'd like to thank Discraft for sponsoring the tournament, the Essex group for helping me run it, the BDGA for helping run it, and paying the insurance. And speaking of which, there's conditions in use to the course. You can't spray, you can't deface, you can't cut down stuff, you can't tear down branches. So please don't do that. You'll notice the mandatories on number 2 are 2 wooden arrows that are at the bottom of the trees because we cannot post them on the trees, okay? So, that being said, the university accepts no liability and stuff. If there is a serious accident or an illness, you can call this number 01206 87 2222. That's 01206 872222. And then if it's like, you just sprained your ankle really bad out on hole 8 or something, first aid, you can call Sports Center reception, and that is 01206 874476. That's 01206 874476. All right, so let's giddy up and get going with some basics here. I want to help you get there. And we're going to tilt this down a little bit, ain't we? All right. So, Tournament Central will be in here. You're going to come in here from the freeway and stuff. You come all the way in here, you park in here, okay? Tournament Central will be right here, okay? If it's raining, and I haven't bothered with the weather because it's August, and you don't really know until 8 hours before anyways. If it is raining Saturday morning, we will have the players meeting in the brand new, this is an old Google Earth pic, we will have the players meeting in the new Sports Center and go to the left-hand side, and there's plenty of room in there. So if it's raining, you won't see me. I'll have the scoreboard in there, and we'll sort out the discs later. Okay? But odds are it's not going to rain. Touch wood. So, Saturday, after the second round, we'll do CTP by division on hole 1. And that way, that gives me and Paul Cooper, who's helping out, time to set up the KanJam and the MTA contest over here. So some people will drive their cars over here, and then we do KanJam right along this, and we do MTA out here. And then there's a football pitch, and we use that for DDC. We did that for the Essex 54 last year, and it worked out really nice. And then for guts, we'll figure out guts. You just have to line up, toe-to-toe with people. All right, so that's the uni. You've got, for lunch, you've got a shop at in here. You got the student union. They call it the SU. But if you go there and you're one of the last groups in, you could end up with a 45-minute wait, and that's not good. So go to the shop at or sort yourself a Tesco up the street and just, eat out of your car. We lost our chef, the extraordinary Paul, Cookie Monster Stoddard. Miss you. And so if it is raining at the end of the first round, you will see my car. I'll have everything there. I will have a reclosable plastic bag there. If you finish and nobody else is there, just put it under my windscreen wiper, okay? Or and I'll have the rain bag there. Just put it in there, whether it's raining or not. Just put it in there, and we'll sort it when one of us gets in. Because I get to play my last tournament here in the United Kingdom, so I get to play. So bear with me. But we have a good team. We have Ivan and Sue, we have Coop, and we have a few others who are going to help. So just turn them in and give yourself an hour and 15 minutes and come back, because we're going to do this different than Frostbreaker or the Essex 54. We don't have to worry about speed. It's August. So we'll do it traditionally. We'll do mixed groups in the first round. Second round will be by score regardless of division. Sunday morning will be by division and score. And there's only 38 of us. And so there's 9 holes. We can fit 45 on it. Everybody's going to make the finals. All right? Let's play 3.5 rounds. Everybody's going to make the finals. I will put up the finals hole-by-hole description probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Okay? All right, so let's do the hole-by-hole description. And it is kind of brought to you by Discraft, DDGA, and by Diszu. So, you got hole 1, which is hole 18 on this, but it's still hole 1. You get the mandatory to the right. There is sidewalk back here if you go along on the sidewalk or beyond your OB. If you miss the mandatory, re-tee. Okay? Re-tee. So that's hole 1, mandatory. Got to be over there. Sidewalk really isn't that close. And then you proceed to hole 2. All right? Hole 2. This is hole 2. Ignore these 2 mandatories. It's just the first 2. In the finals, this will be hole 1, and you will have 4 mandatories. And once again, you'll have 4 wooden arrows, not up on the trees. And this sidewalk in the back and beyond is OB. So that's hole 2. All right? Here we go. Hole 3 is a monster. For those of you who haven't played yet, you can't see the basket. It's par 4. The lake, of course, is OB if you throw in on your first shot or your second shot, usually. You need a spotter over here to make sure people aren't walking on the path. Some people can hit the path of doing it. The street over here, not the sidewalk, is OB. The street and beyond is OB, and you just throw from where it went out of bounds. Okay? That's hole 3. All right? Hole 3. Hole 4. Hole 4 is a little shorty. Down to the water. It's not that close to the water. Obviously, if you're in the water, you're out of bounds. Group decision where you went out of bounds, and you're throwing 3. There is no drop zone. You just go where the group says. If you're on a branch sticking out and you're surrounded by water, you're out. You're out. You got to be touching land. All right? So that's hole 3. That's hole 4, excuse me. Hole 4 is our nice little signature par 4. It's really lovely. For those of you in the lower divisions, you do not have to throw the tee shot here. You can go automatically to the drop zone, and you're throwing 3. Okay, you do not have to throw. I mean, it's only like 240, but the trees are in the way. I mean, they've opened it up. So you do not have to throw. You can just go here and throw 3. The group needs to watch everybody throw, because you can hit this big tree, right? If you hit the tree and bounds, and you bounce in, and the bounce into the water, then you're OB there. If you hit the tree branches over the lake and it goes straight down, you're at the drop zone. Okay? Got it? Got it. All right? So that's hole 5, par 4. And then you walk up, and you'll see it. I'm going to put somebody familiar with the course in every group. I think there's only 3 or 4 new people, and so we should be all right. All right, so hole 6. Hole 6, you're coming down. There's no mandatories. It's the same water rules. If you're surrounded, if you're on a branch in the middle and it's just sticking out, you're out. If you're touching, the side and the mud, you're in. All right? So that's that. And also us backhand lefties go this way, around the tree. Nice little par 3. I will mention that I aced it, I think, in 2013. Seamus and a couple other guys. Anyways, we're witnesses. That's when we were the Ace Twins. All right, so hole 7 is a par 4. Par 4, you're coming out of here. Usually you just try to nug it out here and then you throw it up. The only OB here is about 40 feet deep behind the basket on your upshot is a fence. If you go under it, if you go over it, it's tough to do, but it's there. If it happens, your OB, you're where you threw it out, and you're throwing 4 or whatever, or 5. Okay, that's it. And then you got to backtrack up against the tee to get to hole 8. And hole 8 is kind of a layout. It's big old long across the pitch, along the fields, and you got to watch out for rabbit holes. They are all over the place. Make sure of your footing on your second drive and your third drive for some people, because there's a lot of rabbit holes out there, and that's why we give you the phone number for serious accidents. This road that is behind the basket and past it is out of bounds. Group decision where you went out of bounds, penalty throw. Okay? Boom. Then you're going to walk up here to hole 9. Hole 9, this is a different tee. We will tee up against the buildings. Okay? And it's kind of a closer one. It's par 4. You're just trying to clear. This hole needs a spotter. There shouldn't be anybody around. Graduation was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But you should have a spotter just in case. You're going to throw up here, and then you throw up here. If you throw onto the buildings, you're OB. If you throw onto the buildings, you're OB. You can whack all the buildings you want nowadays. If you go into an open window, though, you're OB. If you can't find your disc, you're OB and lost disc. There's really no other out of bounds here because the road doesn't really come into effect. It's way over here. All right. So, hole 10. Hole 10's, they've cleared this out a little bit. It's not that long. It's just a straight shot. There's really no OB. It's a nice, simple little par 3. Get ace runs. We'll give you something sweet for an ace run. We got plenty of Discraft stuff. A few of the other brands too. I will be bringing everything.